everyone, Julia Rose here. So I thought today I would do a getting ready with me video. I do a lot of videos live where I'm getting ready for bed, but I don't do a lot of getting ready for the day. So I thought this morning I had a little bit of extra time that I would film a getting ready with me. I'm gonna have to go to work today, so I'm gonna kind of show you what I would do on a day where I have to go to work. So I have already begun with brushing my teeth, just so you know that I do that. I will show you the two different toothpastes that I use. I just don't like to show my oral hygiene routine because I just think it's kind of gross, like no one needs to see that. So I switch between using the HomeoFresh Chlorophyllum toothpaste. This has no fluoride. It's made with chlorophyll, so it's really, really great, and it's just super, super healthy for your oral hygiene. And then because Matt is just such a big loser on always wanting fluoride in his toothpaste, he's such a rebel. Anyways, so I compromise with him and we get the Colgate with, it's got essentials with charcoal. So anyways, so I'll sometimes use this when I want that like minty fresh feeling in my mouth. So I'll use that sometimes, but I try to always stick with my healthy HomeoFresh homeopathic toothpaste. I then will tongue scrape with my tongue scraper, and this is clearly been well loved and used because it's all warped and weird looking, and the coppery nature to it has rubbed off. So yeah, but I got this one from Rasa Ayurveda way back. And of course I always will try to floss at least once a day, and I use these guys. These are my favorite flossers to use, and they have a little minty sort of aftertaste on them too, which is really nice. Okay, so did all that. I also have an electric toothbrush, which is life-changing. If you don't have an electric toothbrush, you gotta splurge. You just gotta get one. It's life-changing for your oral hygiene, so I definitely recommend that. Whenever I have to switch back, if I'm traveling in Matt's home, and I have to bring like a regular toothbrush with me, it's like, it feels almost like I haven't even brushed my teeth. It's awful. It's awful to switch back to a regular toothbrush after you've used a really, really good quality electric toothbrush. I have the Philips Sonicare. It's really good stuff. Okay, deodorant time. Again, I try to go non-toxic. Absolutely, there should be no aluminum in your deodorant. That will, over time, cause a lot of other problems. So I use the Tom's long-lasting women's deodorant. It's in the scent of Beautiful Earth. It's just like a light, like fruity, sweet smell. Anyway, so I'm just gonna pop that on the old underarms here, and that should do. Okay. Next, I'm going to throw up my hair, my wild, crazy hair. It's actually kind of behaving today, so I might just curl it for work. It's been really good lately. I use the Aveda hair care, so my hair is usually pretty healthy. And even though I do style it quite often with heat stylers, and I do throw it up in buns sometimes, but I always try and use the plastic hair ties so that I don't cause too much extra breakage in my hair. And I think today, because I have a few little sort of frizzy flyaways right now, I'm just gonna throw on a headband and just push all that back. Okay, good. So it's time to wash my face. Today I'm going to use the St. Anne's gel cleanser with pink grapefruit and cypress. And actually, maybe I'll use my cognac sponge today with this guy. I just do like 2 pumps in my hand. And just massage that on. I'll grab my little cognac sponge. Get him wet. The plow truck's just going by the window, so it's super loud. Oh, I think my cognac might be nearing the end of his life here. He's not rehydrating like he used to. Still a little. Okay, so squeeze out the extra water there. And then you just use that to massage in the cleanser. I see a little bit more water on him. There we go. He's starting to plump up again. Okay. And the cognac sponges are just really like a nice gentle way to kind of like get that little bit more of like a deeper clean kind of happening. Okay. Just gonna rinse him first. Give him a good squeeze and I get water everywhere. I'm so bad. Okay, now I just take a cloth, just gently pat my face dry. You guys know that I'm all about being really loving and gentle to your skin. Caring for my skin is probably one of my most favorite things that I do every day. I just really adore taking time to just be really nice to myself and just really like, yeah, just care for my skin, because that will pay off in the long run. And I think that it already has. So now I'm gonna go in with the Willow's Bark Mugwort and Green Tea Toner, or sorry, facial tonic, but it is a toner, because it's gonna help to balance my skin's natural pH. And I absolutely love the spritzers that are on her toner bottles because they just create such a nice even spritz. It's really, really lovely. And then I'm just going to pat that into my skin. People always ask me when they should use certain products and like what order, and it's always cleanse, tone, moisturize. And how you moisturize can look very different. So today I'm going to go in with my Maruha or my Mara, or it could be I guess called Maracuja face oil. But anyways, it's really, really good stuff. It's from Alpa Botanicals, and this oil comes from the passion fruits, and it just is really nourishing for my skin, high in antioxidants, and it's not going to clog my pores, which is really great. And it's supposed to be really good in helping to control acne breakouts as well. So that I love, because I do struggle with acne. And then I'm just gonna like lightly kind of like dabbing that all onto the skin, because then I'm gonna go in with my rose quartz gua sha. It's nice and cold this morning, so it's gonna help to reduce any puffiness, moving around fluid, so that we can have a nice, clear, bright, fresh complexion. And just under the eyes is so important. Nice and gentle, and just removing any puffiness. Because like my eyes felt really puffy when I woke up this morning. I don't really know why. Okay, so that's good for that one, and then I'm gonna take my other shaped rose quartz gua sha. This is one of my new favorites, and because I like it because it's got like these really sort of specific contours. And I'm just gonna bring that right in under my eyes. Oh gosh, that feels good. Oh, so nice and cold. So just depuffing and brightening. Look at that, my skin already looks brighter. Sorry, I have to look at myself to see what I'm doing. There we go. Nice. And this just kind of like gets into those muscles a little bit more too. So now I will go from that. I'm just gonna kind of massage that in a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with the St. Anne's, pardon me, firming eye cream. And you guys see me use this in my getting ready for bed videos. I also use it in the daytime because why not? Give the eye skin some more love. And again, I'm just being really gentle. Patting around. And that should be good. Okay, now I'm going to use the Tetcha water cream. I don't know if you can see that. Try and get it to focus on it. But this stuff's really nice. Comes from Sephora. And I'm just really loving all the products that I'm using from this line. And I just go in with a little spatula, because you should never stick your fingers into a pot like this, because it can cause bacteria to grow. And then when you put that lotion on your face with the bacteria, then you get dermatitis, which is no fun because it looks really gross and it's very contagious. So now I just massage that in. And why I like the water cream in the day is because it's water-based and it's gonna really kind of help to have a more flawless makeup look. If you use too many oils in the morning, your makeup can kind of get absorbed by them, and then there's no point in wearing makeup because it'll just sort of disappear on you. Okay, nice. Always working against gravity, lifting up. I'm always really dry right in here, right around in my nose area. I've always been so dry in here, so I always make sure I get lots of moisturizer in that area. Okay. Oh. Awesome. So skin is prepped, nice and clean and moisturized and hydrated, and I'm going to hang my cognac sponge. See, he's like all alive now again. I brought him back to life, so I'm just gonna hang out there. It's really important to hang your cognac sponges because they will definitely harbor bacteria if they're left sitting, especially if it's in like a dark, damp area. And then again, spreading bacteria all over your face, breakouts. So always make sure that you clean and properly dry all of your skincare tools. I want a little bit of lip balm. My lips are feeling a bit dry. I'm using the Willow's Bark root beer lip balm. It like actually tastes like root beer. It's so yummy. Okay. Makeup time. I love playing with makeup. I love playing with makeup. It's so much fun. Good for today. Okay. So, always start with primer. And this Hourglass primer is, like, I can't even tell you how good it is. It's the best primer I've ever used, and I've used a lot of primers. I just go in with like that amount, and I just tap really lightly all over my skin, and then I just rub that in. I've got two kind of more reddish pimples right now, and then just like a few like little like leftover kind of scars from other breakouts that I've had. So I've got a little bit of work to do in the covering up department. So let's go in with I just got this. Just came in the mail this week, and this is the Hourglass, what is this one called? Silk. This is the colors, Silk, but it's their Vanish, the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. Beauty. And we're just gonna dab. And I don't mind using the actual applicator right onto my skin because I have just cleansed my skin, so I know that it's clean. So I don't have a problem doing that. And I'm gonna do a little bit like highlight of my nose. There. Okay. So you guys can kind of see where I've placed my concealer. And then I'm gonna go in. I just found out this amazing tip. Dry beauty blender. Madeleine Petch she plays Cheryl Blossom on Riverdale. She goes in with a dry beauty blender, and I was like, girl, you're crazy. And I thought, okay, whatever, I'll try it. And sure enough, it is so much better. I am a changed woman. Like, I can't believe how much nicer it is to blend with a dry beauty blender. And I'm sorry, ladies, but do not cheap out. You've got to go for the brand name beauty blender. I have tried the other discounted versions. I've even tried like the Morphe, the red one, I think it was Morphe. That beauty blender, nope. It has to be official beauty blender. It's just the material that the sponge is made out of. It's so incredible, and there's just nothing else out there that's like it that I've found so far. So yes, you have to spend, I think it's like $25 for a proper beauty blender, but man oh man, is it ever worth it. Okay, so I've blended in my concealer. Okay, and now I'm gonna, oops, there goes my eyebrow pencil. Now I'm gonna go with the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Liquid Foundation. And I'm gonna do this today. So I'm just gonna put a little pump on my fingertip and just put it around my face here. So that should do, nice and blended. And now I'm going in with my Sephora compact powder, and I just use my dry beauty blender and just pack it up with some good old powder, and I just sort of pat that, especially under my eyes where it creases a lot. And just around my jawline where I get most of my breakouts. And then just a little bit on my forehead, just because it can get a bit shiny up there. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so now going in with the Sephora Golden Hour bronzer. this random brush that I don't know the brand name or whatever about it, but I got it at Winners, and it's nice and soft. And so I'm just going to just get a little bit on there, and then I just sort of pat that in, and then we'll just sort of dust it around my hairline. So just like that nice, like warm glow. And then of course I do under my chin. It's a really nice light hand. Beauty. Okay. And then I will go in with this is the Body Shop, I don't know what it is anymore because it's all worn off, but I've had it for a while, and it's a nice little blush. I think they still have this color. I think they still carry it, and this is a Body Shop contour brush that I like for blush because it's actually way too soft for proper contour, I feel, so I don't use it for contour. And I don't really contour anymore. I think a lot of people are kind of steering away from that. It's more about highlight now, I think. People are really doing a lot more highlighting as opposed to contouring. And that is a good thing because we don't need to be making our faces look like they're something they're not, because we're all beautiful. That's good. I like that amount of blush on my cheeks, and I'm just gonna do a little bit on the bridge of my nose here, just to give me that kind of like I was out in the sun kind of a look, even though I definitely wasn't. And then I will go with my highlighter. I do need a new highlighter, I'm not gonna lie, but I do have the Tarteist Pro Glow. So this is by Tarte, and you can open it up and there's two sides to it, but I'm gonna use just the one side because the other side really is meant for more darker skin tones. This is meant for little pasties like me. So I'm gonna go with the top one here called Strobe, and this brush is nice and floofy, and I just go down the sort of middle of my nose here, and then I just do a little bit up on my cheekbone, right up at the top here. I don't like to go too crazy. And then we'll save that for later, for when I do my eyeshadow. Okay, next is my holy grail Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and it's called the Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Anti-Aging. So you guys have seen me definitely use this before in other makeup tutorial videos. Or I can't really call them tutorials. I don't really think I'm teaching anybody how to do makeup, but maybe give you some inspo or a new little tip or trick here and there. And just dotting that on my eyelid, being really gentle. Good. Okay. And then I'm gonna wipe off my fingers and I'm gonna wet my angled brush, give it a little pinch, and I'm gonna use today my Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette, and I'm gonna go in with the color Endgame. And just really pack on the powder into those bristles. And I like to do my eyeliner first. I know I'm weird, but I'm gonna have to look in the mirror for this one, so sorry. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So now I think I'll grab my Tartelette In Bloom Tarte eyeshadow palette. And you can see all of the amazing colors. And today I'm gonna go in with the, I guess I'll go Flower Child. It's this really nice light pink color. And we're just gonna go right over the whole lid. Just a nice light base. Okay, and then I will take, actually I think I'm gonna go the Urban Decay palette now, back to this guy, and use the color Blur for my contour. So just right in the crease there. With my nice little fluffy spoolie brush, I guess. It's not really a spool, but it's like a fluffy brush. The taper brush? I don't know. I'm terrible. I don't know my brush names anymore. I just use them. Okay. And just, okay, good. And I think I'll go in now with Barely Baked. It's just this nice goldy color. Give that a little tap, because it can be a little intense. And I'm gonna kind of focus this more on the center of my eye. Okay. And then I'll go in with the really nice light Bribe. This is one of my favorites, as you can tell. It's the only one that's hit pan so far. So that one will definitely have to get replaced. And then I just go in the inner corner of my eye and just sort of work outwardly. There we go, it's looking good. Okay. And I think today I will go in under my eyes with a color called Funny Girl. I'm a pretty funny girl. And I'm gonna use my flat brush for this. Give it a tap. And then I just go right in under my lash. I like to do really nice, just light eyeshadow colors and just like almost like they're barely not there. That's kind of what I like. It's really natural, neutral. Okay, good. Now I'll do my brows. So I don't do a whole lot for my brows. I have just kind of in the last year or so started really doing my brows. I'm gonna go in the same color, the Endgame color, with my really stiff, almost like plasticky bristled eyebrow pencil brush. This thing's an amazing tool. And then I just, oops, I should probably get a little bit lower. Here we go. And then I'm gonna have to look in the mirror for this. But I will start expanding my eyebrow product collection, I think, because I see a lot of YouTubers and celebrities using different products that just seem to look really nice on the brows, so I think that's what I'll do. This girl just needs a little bit more. I'm not scared of a full looking brow. Nice. Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, and now I think it's time. Oh, right, I was gonna do this. So it's gonna go in with this highlighter. And just do like a dab right in the center of my eyes. Nice. That looks awesome. Okay, good. Okay. And now we'll go in with setting spray. This is the Cover FX High Performance 24-hour setting spray. Just fan that on, and then we'll go with the Hourglass mascara. This is Caution in Ultra Black, and I usually normally will like to go with a brown mascara, but I really wanted to try this one out. So with mascara, it's super important how you're angled with your mirror, okay? So I'm going to step over to my shower mirror because I can get up nice and close to it and use this little guy. Okay, I'm back. Eyelashes are complete. I think I'm going to invest in a eyelash curler soon. I just feel like I just need that in my life, you know? So, next. Lips. I just got this new Sugar Rose by Fresh, and it's a really lovely lip tint treatment, and it just gives you just like this gorgeous little hint of color, which I think is really, really nice. And because I love having color on my lips. And it smells good and it tastes good too. So that is makeup done. Now it's time to move on to hair. Okay, all right. So let me just put away this stuff and we will get to that. Okay, so I'm going to be using my curling wand today, and just gotta straighten out the cord here and plug it in. I have my glove, my one single glove, and I'm going to turn that on and let that heat up for a second. While that's heating up, I'm going to grab my tea and my water. Super important to hydrate in the morning. I already had my lemon water earlier. Matt is a sweetheart, and when he gets up and makes his coffee, he makes my lemon water at the same time. So I always have that first thing. So that's just more regular old filtered water, and then I have my Christmas morning tea by Stash, and it's a mixture of black and green tea. And it's got a lovely dose of caffeine in it, which is great. I feel like I usually look really ugly in my videos because it's always me like taking my makeup off and going to bed, and now you guys get to see the opposite. You get to see this in reverse. I'm making myself look pretty. And glove on. I just take little sections of my hair and I really just try and curl the ends, because I really like that sort of like full look with just like the ends ringleted. Ringleted? Is that a word? I don't know. So that was not a great curl, but this is also just the bottom layer, so I'm not too concerned with how these turn out. I get really impatient, and so I let go too soon. There we go, that's better. Okay, hair is curled, looking good. I'm gonna put some serum in my hair to just help keep some of that frizz down, and I'll probably throw in a little bit of the anti-humectant from Aveda as well. This is the Aveda Light Elements Smoothing Fluid. It's weightless shine for all hair types, and I just use a little amount. And I know I say with skincare, like, don't be like rubbing it into your hands, but with hair care, it's a little different because you really want it just a minimal amount. What is happening here? What is going on? Let me just quickly check. Okay, crisis averted, we fixed it. Okay. And now I will grab, look how good that looks. Ugh, that serum is amazing. So, look how much shinier my hair looks with it in. And then this is some of the Aveda Brilliant Anti-Humectant Pomade. And I'm gonna like have this thing forever. It's amazing because I hardly use any of it when I use it. Like, look, like barely even graze my fingertips. And I just sort of like lightly kind of just like run it through my hair, and it's going to help from my hair becoming frizzy and crazy with humidity. In the winter, it can definitely help with like some staticiness and everything. All right, I think now it's just getting dressed and picking out jewelry and going from there. So just give me a minute and I'll be back, all right? Okay, so here's the full completed look, and I don't have my shoes on because they're at work. So yeah, I will have a black pair of like suede heels on. They're really, really nice. I really like them. And I think I got them from Aldo. No, Spring. Got them from Spring. Yeah, I really just, I like this outfit. It's comfortable, and I'll have my lab coat at work on over top of this, and so it just fits really nice over top. And yeah, there you go. So I hope that you all enjoyed getting ready with me this morning, and I will be posting this video real soon. I hope that you're all well, and of course I will be doing another Sunday Live this coming Sunday. So as always, wishing you wellness.